Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general collective messages for water signs at the end of September 2019. Hello, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, guys, as you can see, we're in a whole different place. We're in a whole different dimension. Not true. We're just in a different state. I'm on vacation visiting my sister, so I've set up here at this nice little corner she has in her apartment. And yeah, I like it. The sun is, I'm losing light, so we gotta make this a quick one, sort of, but hopefully you guys will be able to see it. I think there's still enough light over here for me to do the reading because the overhead light is atrocious, so we can't film at night. We have to do it during the daytime. Anyway, so this reading, as you can see, is a collective reading because I was not able to do the mid-monthlies for all the individual signs. Some of you may or may not know I was in the hospital for a little while earlier in September, and then like recouping after that, plus having to work, plus working overtime. It was just like I had no energy and I had no time to do the actual mid-monthlies. And so I had planned this vacation months ago, and so the time and the energy just did not allow for me to do mid-monthlies for every individual sign. So we're doing it collectively by element. There are 3 cards here that the collective will share. What you're going to see is I'm going to do a reading just on these 3 cards, and then I'm going to do each of the 3 cards, and I'm going to clarify it for each of you individually. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in that order. You'll get 2 cards each, and hopefully there's a message in here that resonates with you. If there is, be sure to like the video. Pardon me. Make sure you comment and share and subscribe and do all that fun stuff YouTube allows you to do. As is normal around here, there are going to be timestamps in the description box below for the collective reading as well as your individual clarifying energies. So be sure to click on those if you don't like to hear me ramble. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you have any questions before placing an order, you can email me at the exact same address and I will answer you as soon as I can, okay? All right, guys, let's get into it. I just shuffle this to keep my hands busy because I think it's weird to just, well, not that it's weird, it's just kind of not as exciting to sit here and talk without anything in my hand. So we'll get the 2 cards out of the deck later, but let's go ahead and get the collective energies for you guys. Let's see what came out. So the the Hermit, Death, and the Empress, all major arcanas. Water signs, what you do and what you're going through. Let's find out. So collectively, you guys share these cards. First card out is the Hermit. Has been kind of a repeating player for many of the readings I've done for September, which kind of makes sense. September is Virgo season, and this major arcana is associated with the sign of Virgo. So some of you might be dealing with Virgos, but you don't have to be. You know, this is actually a very interesting depiction of the Hermit. I've never really studied this particular depiction, but this is the most like feels inviting, feels secure, feels known. Yeah? So the Hermit, in terms of traditional understandings and interpretations, talks to us about having to do internal work, having to really reflect upon things in our life, things that might be difficult, things that might be unpleasant to experience or expose. Could be about secrets. That's interesting. I don't normally get that, but it could be about secrets for many of you. And really getting down to the nitty-gritty and trying to understand a situation from a higher perspective, yeah? From a clearer perspective. One that doesn't shy away from the displeasing or the uncomfortable nature of a situation or the nature of a relationship, something like that. And this particular depiction in this deck, the Vanessa Tarot deck, is that this Hermit is so aware. Like, as much as she's holding that lamp there, she didn't really need it. Not to say you didn't need to understand something about yourself or get into the nitty-gritty of a situation. No, I'm not saying that, water signs. What I'm saying is, this is a very aware hermit. This is a very enlightened hermit. This is somebody possibly who has done this work before. So it could be you, but I am sensing for some of you, this is someone outside of you. So some of you are relating to, dealing with, coming into contact with someone else who does this shit on the regular. This hermit energy, this idea of diving deep into uncomfortable situations, into uncomfortable details, revealing secrets, and they do it regularly. So that could be a therapist or a counselor. That could be a trusted friend who you kind of reveal your deepest, darkest secrets to, and they hold them for you. They're very loyal to you, maybe. Something like that. Again, this could just be you. It doesn't have to be someone else. But for many of you, it is someone else. Like, I'm not going to say 50-50 because, like, I don't want to give you, like, actual statistics because I'm not feeling it. But I do feel there is a group that absolutely you're dealing with someone else. And they're, like, a pro. Like, either they actually do this shit for a living. So they might be in the esoteric space. They might be a psychic, a medium, or a tarot reader or something like that, where they are giving you advice. They're giving you some type of clue into a situation where you need guidance, where you need to be enlightened or to have things clarified. But the demeanor of this particular hermit is unfazed. Like, she just looks so comfortable doing whatever she's doing. What is she, in a library? Like a library in a mansion or something? She looks so comfortable. And not to say that the hermit is ever uncomfortable, but the hermit, if you're familiar with other depictions of this card, is usually a cloaked figure, an old man with a long white beard and like a walking stick, and he looks frail. He looks like he's tired of doing these expeditions that he goes on. This hermit, young, vibrant, bright, well, red eyes. So there's still some mystery there with the dark hair and the red eyes. There's still a little bit of, you know. But the comfortability, like the demeanor, the look on the face feels so comfortable. Wow. If it's you, great. If it's someone that is around you and they're helping you, great. This card has come up, like I said, a lot in September. And sometimes it feels heavy. The work is not heavy, but the way it's handled is so, like, breezy, so easy. So whoever this is, they handle tough shit like it's nothing. They get into the depths of a situation. They walk through the deep end as if it was a kiddie pool, as if it was ankle deep to them. Other people are like drowning in it. Other people are overwhelmed with it. This person is just like, I got it. It's no problem. Wow, that's amazing. Second card is Death. Major Arcana for Scorpio. So here you are, Scorpio. You guys are showing up in the reading. And for the other two, you might be dealing with a Scorpio. But again, it's general, so you don't have to be dealing with a Scorpio if you aren't already the Scorpio. Now, Death, transformation, changes, empowered changes. This particular Death card, I mean, the traditional Death card it does give me the same feeling, but how can I say? So the traditional depiction, if you're familiar with tarot, of other Death cards is, you know, Death riding in on a white horse. Like this really archetypal, you know, depiction of it. This is more like 3D mundane depiction of Death. Like I'm getting like a witch vibe, or like, no offense to anybody, like a Wiccan thing, or anybody in this space, anybody in the esoteric or metaphysical space. This feels like somebody who possesses the agency or the prowess of Death, which is to change and transform. So either you water signs yourselves, or you're dealing with someone or other people, or this is coming in so many ways. It's either you or another person or a group of people. So some of you are like sharing an experience with a group of people. It's weird. Anyway, this is like the human possession of Death, or the human performance of Death. Meaning, this is not, even though they're all major arcanas and they're sort of overseen by the powers that be, you know, universal powers, godly powers, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, right? Being that they're all majors, but this feels like something that someone is personally exercising their ability to change and transform. What was that? I'm at my sister's apartment. She has cats, so I'm getting used to them. And they've just eaten, so they must be running around. You know how cats do, like after they eat, they run around like, you know, they've actually killed something. It's like, I just gave you dry food in a bowl. You didn't kill anything. Anyway. Yes, acting like possessing the power to change and transform and utilizing it wisely. Very decisive. So it could be the same person, it could all be you, or it could be one person outside of you, but these kind of go hand in hand for me, this Hermit and this Death card, where perhaps there's a change afoot, something is needing to be rerouted, something is needing to be rewritten, restructured, revitalized, and the work necessary, like the prerequisite work that has to take place before the change, is done easily. No problem. We got it. I feel these two together are taking on all comers, taking on all adversity, and doing it with flair. Or doing it, again, with ease. No sweat. That's great. If it's you, that's amazing. If it's someone around you, hang on to that person. Maybe. We'll see when we get the different the individual clarifiers, but this all feels really positive, even though traditionally these two cards are some of the heaviest, some of the most daunting energies you could have in the tarot. Unpleasant, dealing with the depths and dealing with the difficulties and the secrecy and the heavy like long-standing burdens, long-standing troubles is what the Hermit goes after and seeks to clarify, seeks to gain enlightenment from, seeks to heal, right? This person does it like it's nothing. Death card, where things have to change, where things have to be released, where we have to evolve, or we have to move away from a situation, or we have to let a person leave our lives, or whatever it is. But this is done decisively, consciously. This is not a passive reception of death. And again, I'm using death. If you're not familiar with tarot, I'm not using it to mean literal death. This is very figurative right now. Metaphorical death, yeah? This energy might be the same person, could be a separate person, but this one here owns it, possesses it, maybe is the agent of death, the agent of change, the initiator, there we go, the initiator of the change and the transformation, especially if it's on a personal level. Beautiful. Your final card that you guys all share together is the Empress card. Secondary major arcana for Taurus and Libra. So some of you might be dealing with one of those signs or both, but you don't have to be. It's a general reading, guys. So again, all major arcanas: Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra. Okay, just to rephrase, because somebody out there is looking for signs, and so there you go. I said it again. But again, it's general. Don't hold me to that, or don't hold the reading to that. Empress, beautifully confident, beautifully single, beautifully independent. Empress, it doesn't have to be a female. All the people that you're going to see in the Vanessa Tarot are female, so there is no gender, okay? But this person, whoever it is, could be all the same person. Could be 3 separate people, could be 2, could be 15, I don't know. This energy comes in and says, I'm fabulous. I'm secure. I'm stable. I have plenty to give, right? Laid up in that garden, looking oh so pretty, looking oh so just luscious, grapes on the vine there, or a bunch of grapes there, eating at her leisure, not fussed about a damn thing. No pressure. No pressure at all. Amazing. So confident, all 3. Confident. But in very like nuanced different ways. The Empress is confident in her ability to create, to do. Confident death, to change, to reinvent, to be reinvigorated, or to reinvigorate, to reignite something. Yeah? Or to snuff it out. To put something to rest. To release, maybe. Confident in that. Hermit, confident in being able to carry the heavy load. Carry a burden. Unearth a burden. Unearth a secret. Whatever. Creation with the Empress. Amazing. Confident in the ability to nurture. Like a mother archetype also comes through with the Empress a lot of the time. The archetype of being the mother of all mothers, in whatever way that means. Taking care of the emotional needs. Taking care of the nurturing, feeding, clothing, bathing, right? Taking care, because also with the Empress, she got money. Not to say like, you know, you're dealing with a money bags or you yourself are money bags, but the Empress she takes care of all the needs. The Empress is the counterpart of the Emperor in the tarot, but neither needs the other. So this Empress needs no one else. The Death card needs no one else, and the Hermit needs no one else. These are very separate energies, but they might exist within the same person. That's so interesting. Water signs, let's go ahead and clarify each of you with individuals. Let's see if we need a bridge. That's crazy. Wow. This energy is so different than all the other elements. I just did the air sign. I did earth and fire earlier. They were okay, but yours is just like fucking spectacular with these 3 cards. I'm sorry. Do I need a bridge? Yes. Thank you. One more. Feels like one more. Yes, good. Give me 2. Who's first? Cancer? Give me 2 for Cancer, please. Show me 2 cards for Cancer. No? Stop? No? No. Okay. 2 for Cancer, please. Show me 2 for Cancer. Oh. Come on, Cancer. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Show me 2 for Cancer, please. Stop. Okay. Got it. Show me 2 for Pisces. Or excuse me. Sorry. Don't want to skip you, Scorpio. Sorry. 2 for Scorpio. Show me 2 for Scorpio. Two clarifying for Scorpio, please show me. Stop. And 2 for Pisces, please. Show me 2 for Pisces. Oh. 1. 2 for Pisces. Oh, excuse me, 1 more for Pisces. What is it, Miko? There you go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start off with Cancer. Again, there's timestamps in the description if you guys want to skip ahead. Okay. All right, and I think I'm in frame. I think my marker is there. Hopefully that's good. All right, Cancer, your 2 clarifying cards. Wow. Oh my God. What are you doing? Oh, these cats are going crazy. Temperance. I think I'm good here. Temperance and the Strength card. Major Arcana Temperance for Sagittarius. Major Arcana Strength for Leo. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo, or neither of those characters. But listen, Cancer, as it applies to you, the confidence fucking continues. Amazing. All this stuff down here, the heavy lifting of easing burdens and going into difficult energies, going into difficult circumstances, going into difficult history, changing it and dealing with it and meeting it head on, revitalizing something or putting it to bed and then feeling confident along the way, feeling fabulous along the way. That is Cancer. You have really worked on this, or, well, you'll continue to work on it because temperance never really goes away. The energy of temperance never really dies. or the need to stay balanced, to stay focused, to stay sort of what you see there. You see this woman, well, she's an angel. She's got angel wings, right? So you see this angel tending the bar, right? A mixologist, a bartender, having to have things in proper proportion. You can't make a mixed drink at a bar and just do it in different proportions. One the recipe calls for 4 ounces of vodka. You can't decide, okay, 3 ounces will do today, and maybe tomorrow I'll do 4, and then the day after that I'll do 6 ounces. No, it has to consistently be 4 ounces of vodka. So you consistently have been and will continue, hopefully you continue, to strike a balance and to strike the proper proportion in something. What it feels like for you, Cancer, is making sure that you don't overinvest. Because Cancer, you can tend to do that, right? You can tend to invest yourself beyond your limits, to your detriment. This Temperance card is here to remind you to pull back. Don't pour extra vodka in the glass. You waste money that way. You squander the profits, okay? Stick to the recipe. Stick to the balanced, specified recipe that's going to make an excellent drink. You don't want to do too much, and you don't want to do too little. You need to be in that sweet spot of just right. The cats are going crazy. Anyway, yeah. And you're being like really smart about it. Like, I'm also getting like, this like pixie haircut on that bartender. She's got a little smirk on her face. Some of you might be a little smart-assed about it. So given that changes out here with death, and there's a confident energy that follows behind with the Empress card, some of you may be having a bit of a personal glow up, and it's shocking people. It's unexpected. And maybe you got a new haircut with that the pixie cut that I was drawn to, or whatever. And you might be a smartass about it. People might be like, oh, Cancer, who do you think you are? Or, oh, Cancer, when did Cancer get a backbone? And you might have a smartass remark to give them to kind of solidify whatever change you've gone through, whatever new precedents that you've set for yourself. That's the new normal. And everybody better get fucking used to it. That's cool. Because that's where that sass came from. That everybody better get fucking used to it. Strength card. It's not to say that you're being strong and overpowering and overbearing in a situation. It's just to say, I'm marking my territory. Like that woman is perched up on the back of that lion. She's marking it. The lion's not dead. It's not a sport kill, right? It's not a trophy kill. She's become one with this wild beast. She has mastered it. She has tamed it, claimed it. It's mine. So any ferocity that you have, Cancer, you're keeping it in check. Same way this woman is keeping that lion in check just by perching up on its backside, right? So any type of anger or rage that you have, it is quieted. Because that's what Temperance says. Don't go too overboard. But don't act as if you don't have a lion in your pocket, that you don't have that ability to curse somebody out, to lay some laws down. There's a whole new normal going on for you, Cancer, and people around you are probably not used to it. That is not your concern. This change and transformation, this journey that you're on, this development of your own character, that benefits you. If other people have a problem with it, screw them. Like, I don't know where that's coming from, but there feels like maybe, and these are, if you think about a Cancer, out of the potential 5 cards you could get, you have 5 major arcanas. You're on some whole new shit. You're on some high level shit that really the mundane, which is the minor arcanas, right? The mundane is very absent from your reading. It's very absent from whatever you're concerning yourself with right now. If you are focused on the mundane, that's not balanced. Get away from that. Because I think you're on some higher development right now. You're changing substantially, and it's all in your control. It's all in your control. You just have to pay the proper amount of attention to it. And you have to make sure you don't get too overly enthusiastic or too egotistical or too, Don't become too complacent and don't go crazy. Again, you want to strike that balance. You want to find that nuanced middle ground. And really, again, the mundane, the everyday life stuff, that's not the focus here. 5 major arcanas, you're on some higher shit. I don't know what it is, or I can't give you more without clarifying. Get a personal if you want to see that. But that's amazing for you, Cancer. Awesome. Let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, your 2 cards, you have the Queen of Wands and the 10 of Swords. I don't know what fucking sound that. I don't know what. Oh man. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with one of those signs, but you don't have to be. And the 10 of Swords. So, message. Wow, that's interesting. Message. And I don't even, that's probably not even what that is. But as I was getting this organized in my hand, I was looking at the thing that's in her hand there. And it struck me, or they were like, message. And I'm like, that's probably a clutch purse, but whatever. So, message. The Queen of Wands isn't necessarily, about messages, but you might find yourself in contact or in communication with this Queen of Wands person. Messages might be coming to you, or you might be giving them out, but there is something about, okay. The message, oh man, how can I say that? There's like a dream here for many of you Scorpios surrounding this Queen of Wands person. Queen of Wands does not have to be a fire sign. Queen does not have to be a female. No gender, not really specific on any zodiac sign. But this Queen of Wands, as you can see, is kind of in a dreamy landscape. I mean, for some of us, this isn't like a dream, but very pastoral, free, okay, freedom there with that horse in the background. And the person or the energy is very demure. Like, look at the woman. She looks very demure, right? Unsuspecting. However, I feel as though, as much as that woman to me looks like a kept woman, looks like, a privileged woman of wealth, of status, of, privilege, right? The horse in the background is kind of who she is, really. Unbridled, wild, free. Yeah? So the message, going back to that, the message could just be that. Could be you, Scorpio. Look kept, look demure, look as if you're from privilege, or look as though you're coming from a spot of security or predictability or something like that. But internally, you are either desiring or you actually are this very free, spirited person. Like this Queen of Wands, of all the queens I've seen in tarot decks, is actually pretty tame. But that damn horse is not tame. No saddle on it, no bridle on it. Out on that hillside all by itself. So there's a discrepancy here, or a sort of like a split image, or it's separate. These two things don't make sense together. So what's the message? Either that's you or that's someone you're dealing with. And that's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is what appears to be quiet, demure, kept, privileged, boring, maybe, is not. What's really going on is wild, untamed. Now, earlier, I said something about secrets with the Hermit. What's the secret? Is that the secret? Are some of you living a double life, Scorpio? Someone that you're dealing with lives a double life? If I'm honest, again, now my eye is drawn to the Empress. Look at this. Queen of Wands and the Empress. Two very accomplished ladies. And again, the Empress, for those who may or may not know, the Empress is the queen of all queens. She embodies all of the capabilities and the powers and the prowess of all the queens in the minor arcana or the court cards, right? So she's the Queen of Wands, she's the Queen of Swords, she's the Queen of Pentacles, and she's the Queen of Cups, all wrapped into one. If I looked at these two figures next to each other, as I am right now, as you are right now, I should say, one looks a little boring, the other looks a little bit like a potential wild child. Like one of these people, maybe you want to go have tea and crumpets with. The other one, you want to go party on the town with, or you want to go to an art exhibition with, or you want to go rock climbing with. Like one of these bitches is just like not as cool as the other. But I feel that this person is one and the same. It could be you, could be someone that you're dealing with. This Queen of Wands holds a secret. That she is this unbridled energy. She is this unbridled person. She is free. And if it's not that she is this is what she wants. She wants freedom. She wants to be untamed. She wants to be unbridled. She wants to be like that freaking horse back there, but instead she's wearing that ridiculous hat and these stupid gloves and hat and ascot and scarf or whatever. She's like all prim and proper, but she doesn't want to be. Is that you? Is it someone you're dealing with? I don't know. Oh, here comes my sister. Hold on. Hello. Anyway, so so that could be you. Now this Ten of Swords is wow. Well, there's like a voodoo doll in her hands. That's interesting. This is also giving me the secret part, which again is tied to the Hermit, which is being carried easily or discovered easily or revealed with ease. I don't know. But this Ten of Swords, the hair is covering half the face, the voodoo doll is in her hands, and the swords are actually mounted on a wall. If you're familiar with the traditional depiction of this card, it's actually very bloody, it's actually very scary, and it looks damaging. This doesn't look damaging, even though the potential is there. With the voodoo doll, the hair over the face, this person is got secrets. This person could be harmful to someone else, could be damaging to someone else, maybe. And if they are, it's unsuspecting, or they're unsuspecting. Is that the same person? Is the Queen of Wands the same person that I'm associating with the Ten of Swords or describing in the Ten of Swords? Maybe. And is that person you, Scorpio? I don't know. But there's a lot of like, I think I said it before, and I'm going to use it, but I don't want to use it in the strictest sense of like a double life. It feels as though what appears to be true is absolutely not true. And what doesn't appear to be true, or what is unseen, that is the truth. So I guess that's a double life. If it's about one person, it is about thank you. Because the Ten of Swords can be about not restriction, but being stuck, being hit with a burden or hit with unfortunate circumstances that feel as though they're at their worth, or excuse me, they're not going to get better. However, with the tens in tarot, we're talking about accumulation points. We're talking about points where things become released. But often the 10 doesn't feel like a release point. It feels like it's just going to continue to be like this. And nothing will improve. So there's something there about someone's circumstances feel as though they're not going to be improved or that they're not changing. However, there is such a potential for change. With these three majors being the basis of your reading, Scorpio, Change, change, change. Or at least the ability to change. And if it's about going from being this prim, proper, contained, person to a very wild and unbridled person, you could do that if you wanted. But the Ten of Swords is kind of maybe making you think otherwise. Or if it's someone else, due to that voodoo doll being in this person's hands, you might feel you have no control over your own situation. You might feel as though, is that something about, I'm drawn back to message. This is the message, this video is the message, or you're due to get a message somewhere else or deliver a message. Something about one bit of information, one insight would change what goes on with that Ten of Swords. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and move over to Pisces. Pisces, what's going on, guys? You guys have the Lovers and the Page of Cups. I think a little further here. I think that's where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, the Lovers and the Page of Cups to clarify the communal 3 cards. Lovers, major arcana for Gemini, so some of you might be dealing with a Gemini, but you don't have to be. And with the Page of Cups, water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you could be dealing with another water sign, or it's just you. Let's figure it out, though. Major arcana, the Lovers. Let me grab some water. I've done so much talking today, guys. My throat, my poor throat. Pardon me. I mean, the Lovers first, obviously, gives us the impression of a union. Maybe a marriage, maybe a long-term commitment, maybe some other type of partnership outside of a romantic endeavor or romantic entanglement, maybe. But significantly, I feel for you, Pisces, it's kind of weird. A potential union that you're dealing with now or will be dealing with or have dealt with, whatever, has been incredibly transformative for you, for the other person, for both of you, whatever. And you've probably gotten to the depths of a situation or the depths of your relationship where secrets may have been revealed on one side or the other or both. And that diving into the deep, going towards uncomfortable situations has actually strengthened. Beautiful. You and the person you deal with, or the person you have dealt with, or that whatever, you guys become more united the more the pain of your individual experiences are exposed. That's that Hermit and Death card that I'm talking about, right? Out of those dark, murky waters, those dark, deep caves, comes this Empress energy, which in tandem gives you this Lovers thing. You create a beautiful relationship together, despite all the ugly history that you share, or that is on their side, or is that purely on your side, however it resonates, yeah? So, that's pretty straightforward. You might want to marry this person, they might want to marry you, it might be a mutual, let's get married tomorrow, or you've been married for a long time, whatever it is. But this, I don't normally read the Lovers as marriage, but in this deck, I mean, look at this. It's kind of hard to not read it as a potential marriage. So for some of you, you're already together with this person in a matrimonial sense. Others of you, that's what you want. Maybe that's what's upcoming. Maybe your marriage flies in the face of all this difficult, dark energy from your past. So maybe you or your partner or both of you have had traumatic history in other dating relationships or family entanglements, whatever it is, but somehow out of that darkness you create this beauty, you create this light energy, you create something that is harmonious, it's copacetic, it's endearing, almost like an opposite to these two, this Hermit and the Death card, almost, like energetically, or like aesthetically, I should say, aesthetically. Whereas these are dark and deep, and this is very light and airy and very, like, again, harmonious and pastoral and just like, ooh, this is so cute. You know, shit like that. Interesting. Page of Cups kind of backs up everything that I was just saying. Oh, Empress. Okay, some of you are pregnant or will be getting pregnant, or you are about to give birth, whatever it is. Because with this union, with pages often represent children, which, again, if you've been with my channel, I don't really resonate with kids, but over the past few months, they've been coming out of my mouth. So some of you are due to have a child, or you're giving birth soon, or whatever it is, or you already have a kid, and that comes from this very harmonious union, which, again, was anchored in or has history in some dark and deep places. Yeah? The Empress, agent of creation, mother of all mothers, nurturer of all nurturers, supports the union that brings forth. I fed them. Sorry. Anyway, the Empress would support and really provide a stable foundation for that Page of Cups. That's specifically for those dealing with children. If you don't have children, or there's no kids anywhere on your radar, anywhere in your lives, I think your approach to this relationship that you share with a person, which mostly feels romantic, it could just be friendship, if I'm honest, but with everything together, it feels very romantic. But for those who you don't have a romantic, person in your life, there's a tenderness and like a what do you call that? Wanderlust, or like what's the word? I don't think wanderlust is the word, but there's this like curious, like this page is like so curious looking at that fish. Like, oh, what are you, little fishy? It's like cute. This whole situation is so cute. What you've created with one specific person, what you are creating together in terms of bringing another life into this world, this whole thing is cute, despite whatever historical struggles there may have been. Like, damn the odds you guys are going to make it. Damn the odds you guys are going to express and have love in your life, and it's going to be fantastic. Wow. Those are some very interesting readings, water signs. If you liked it, there's a like button down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. You can also leave comments below letting me know how this resonated in your life. I would love to read that. Of course, you can share this video across your social media platforms. Let other people know you like watching my stuff. And of course, if you are not subscribed, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you can be up to date on all the times that I upload videos. Water signs, I will be back very soon doing your October monthly readings. After that, I'll do your mids. So you have all that stuff to look forward to. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to watch this video today. Take care. Bye.